Google Earth is one of the most incredible things ever created by man, but is taken for granted as if it were nothing. In the Harry Potter universe, couples could take polyjuice potion and swap bodies, then have sex to see what it's like from both perspectives. Both sexes can fuck a Pringles can, but neither can do it well. It must suck to be an air conditioner repairman. You spend your day working in buildings that have no air conditioning. When it's fixed and finally cool, you leave. The fact that the death of a scientist is headline news worldwide is in some ways the most fitting tribute Stephen Hawking could possibly have. There is no physical evidence to say that today is Wednesday. We all just have to trust that someone has kept count since the first one ever. Your future self is talking shit about you. The first person who inhaled helium must have been so relieved when the effects wore off. At the age of 60, Snoop Dogg will be 420 in dog years. When people brokenly speak a second language, they sound less intelligent but are actually more knowledgeable than most for being able to speak a second language at all. Sunny D tastes like someone made a bet that they could make orange juice without oranges. Telling a dangerously overweight person not to lose weight because they're beautiful is like telling an alcoholic not to stop drinking because they're fun. Running from the cops is the ultimate double or nothing. The tallest person in the world has physically experienced being the exact height of every other person in the world at some point. Being an adult is eating the crust not because you like it, but because you paid for it. Replying K in Morse has the same passive-aggressive tone. When medication says, "do not operate heavy machinery," they're probably mainly referring to cars. But my mind always goes to forklift. A person wearing a suit in a room of people in t-shirts is usually the most important person there. A person wearing a t-shirt in a room full of suits is more likely the most important person in the room. USPS could make more money if they put post offices in airports, so instead of throwing something out that you forgot was in your bag, you could mail it home. Anybody that questions why you are shoveling 6 inches of snow in the middle of a snowstorm hasn't shoveled 12 inches of snow at the end of a snowstorm this year. Talent shows like Britain's Got Talent become much more disturbing when you realize that it's just 4 rich people dangling money in front of poor people and telling them to dance for the entertainment. The average car in space is nicer than the average car on Earth. Both concrete and glass are mostly made of sand, which makes skyscrapers just really tall sand castles. Single-player games that don't require internet are going to be extremely valuable during the apocalypse. Maybe little kids have it right when they worship the garbage man, the postman, the guy who drives the semi and cranes, instead of admiring the cesspool of Hollywood that we adults seem to. Monopoly would be more realistic if the person with the most money got to change the rules whenever they liked. We're lucky that our bodies require sleep. Otherwise our cultures would have us working 16 to 20-hour days. It would be weird if a human yelled out, "Anyone wanna fuck?" But birds do it all day and nobody cares. If Wookiees have a 400-year lifespan, then Han Solo is basically like Chewbacca's third dog. Social anxiety is basically conspiracy theories about yourself. Google Earth, in all its detail, is an unprecedented accomplishment for mankind. No one even 100 years ago, or less, would believe it could exist, but the fact that it is free is a world wonder.